Hello, I'm here with the second part of the word lamp tutorial. In the previous lesson, we got familiar with word lamp and mentioned that through this section, if I click here and also click on the main page of the XB Builder software, word lamp will appear here for us. We said that through this section, we can enter the address we have in mind for it. If I click here, a window will open, and here we can select the controller. And here too, we can enter the address we want right here. For example, MW, which we can consider MW100 as the address here. If I click OK, and as we said, if we click on this page, a window will open for us. In WordLamp, we write a condition, and if that condition is met for us, WordLamp will turn on for us. Now, that condition can be binary or it can be ternary. If in this operand section, if we click on this point, our condition becomes binary, which we covered in the previous lesson. We explained this to you with an example. Now, today, we want to look at the ternary condition together. So I'm going to click on this section. Here, A, B, and C appear for us. And as we mentioned, we can also place our comparators here. Okay, so I'm going to select it like this. I'll set A as a constant value. That means at this point, for example, I'll consider the value of A to be 10. I'll also set this comparison sign as less than. I'll consider B as a variable. So I click on this point, and again, I select the less than sign here as well. I'll assign a constant value to C. For example, I'll enter 20 for it here. If we confirm this, now you'll see that a condition has appeared here for us. So this value that we're entering here in MW100, if the value happens to fall anywhere between 10 and 20, this specific lamp will automatically turn on for us. Otherwise, if it is outside that range, the lamp will simply appear to be off. As we previously mentioned back in the display section, we can easily use this specialized library to change the exact color and even the overall visual appearance of the lamp symbol on the screen. Now, if I go ahead and check this specific box right here, just like we thoroughly discussed in our previous tutorial session, you will notice that the actual lamp symbol itself will no longer be displayed on the screen anymore once the specific condition has been fully met. At that point, you will see the lamp symbol appear on the screen for us. And as we previously discussed, if we are looking to test this functionality out, we will need to use the simulator and see how it works. We can connect this software to the XG5000 software, and using the simulators of both programs, we can easily test this. In previous tutorials, we also explained how to connect the two programs together. If we go to the Commons section here under Project Property Settings, and in this part, select Use PLC Simulator. If we click on it, now our software can connect to the XG5000 software. All right, now we enter the XG5000 software environment. Using this section, by pressing F10, we can call up functions and function blocks here. Here, I click in the software environment itself and search for the move function here. We confirm this, and now the move function has appeared here for us. It has an input section and an output section. If I click on its input, you can see that in, which stands for input, appears here for us. If I click here, I can select its data type as integer. Now, in the output section, I enter the address related to the lamp word here, meaning I enter MW100 here. I'll switch this to simulator mode, meaning the software simulator. We activate it here. We confirm this. Okay, the simulator is now activated for us here. If I click on this part, let's close this as well, and the software. Now, these two have opened side by side. if I also switch this XP Builder software to simulator mode, okay, now we can easily test this together. So as we said, if the value of MW100 is between 10 and 20, this lamp word will be displayed for us. Otherwise, it won't be shown. So right now we see that the value is 0. For example, if I set its value to 5 here, we see that it still doesn't show up for us because 5 isn't between 10 and 20. For example, if I set its value to 12, we see that the lamp word appears for us. But if we set its value to, say, exactly 20, let's see what happens. The lamp word doesn't show up anymore because we said that MW100 has to be between 10 and 20. So, taking into account the specific parameters and conditions that we've already established in this section, it is now possible for us to effectively implement and utilize the specific lamp word variable directly within the logic of our software program. I'll close this, and if I click here again, now in this section, let's bring that condition again. There's also a section called Other Device here, which we're going to get familiar with as well. Now, let's take a much closer look at what this other device actually does and exactly what kind of functions it can perform for us in this setup. For a specific example, I can manually set the numerical value of C, which, if you recall, we had previously set to 20 right here, to be automatically set on this other device instead, so that the specific value of C is being pulled directly from an entirely different external source. If I click on this window, okay, a window popped up for us. Here, we can assign it an address. For example, I enter the number 200, MW 200. What happens here is that we're saying this condition is met when that MW 100, which we just defined, is between the numbers 10 and MW 200. That means it gets the value of C from MWDV. So when the lamp turns on, it'll show up for us in MW100, in this MW100 that we've just entered here. The number we enter should be between 10 and MWDV, and now we're going to test this together. If I confirm this and confirm this one too. Okay, here we take this out of simulator mode, and I'll make a copy of this from it. Paste it here, and here I name it. This is boot 1, just to make it different from the previous one. For its type, I select integer, unlike the previous one. And as we said, we set this one to MW200 as well. Now, we can specify the MWDV's value here. If I activate the simulator mode here again, let's confirm this. All right, I'm going to go ahead and close this window out now. And we definitely don't need this other one open either. So I'll just go ahead and close it up too. Okay, now actually, if I come here and activate the simulator for this XB Builder software as well, now we can easily test them together. All right, so we said that our MW100 should be between 10 and the value of MW200. For example, let's set the value of MW200. I'll go ahead and input the number 25 right here. So if our MW100 happens to be between 10 and 25, the lamp indicator will become visible and illuminate right here for us. For example, if I set this value to 24, you'll see that the lamp indicator appeared for us. Why? Because MW100 is now between 10 and 25. If I set its value to, say, 20, you'll see that it still appears. But if I set its value to, let's say, 26, you'll see that the lamp indicator doesn't show up for us. Why? Because it's no longer between 10 and 25. It only activates when it's between 10 and 25. So we tested this together as well, and that's basically it. The other device can read the value of any of these items we're interested in from one device, or from another address, it can read that value. And this works for both double conditions and triple conditions. In each of these, we can also use this device address. Thank you very much for your attention.